What's up, guys? So we're going to talk about how to get keys and unsealing charms in Blade and Soul. They are extremely valuable, and you get quite a few of them in the beginning and from surveys, but if you are kind of doing it wrong and opening up a lot of boxes and unsealing different items, don't do that for one. But two, if you did that and you lost all your keys and unsealing charms, the only ways to get them is through the daily reward chest. So this is a Viridian reward chest. You can go back to the beginning areas and do all the daily quests you'll see that are popped up. There's also a sign like in the main town. So if you go to Jadestone Village, you'll see a sign that has all the daily quests that you can just grab instantly, and then you can go ahead around and do these daily quests. They're very, very simple to take you, 30 seconds or so since you've out leveled that region, and you're going to get these boxes. In the boxes, as you can see, it's guaranteed to give me a healing tonic. It has a chance to give me a repair tool, a chance to give me an unsealing charm, a chance to give me a Viridian jar, a chance to give me a Viridian pickaxe, a chance to give me a brilliant Viridian key. Different boxes, different reward chests have different items that you could potentially get out of them. Some of them, most of them, give you the chances to get keys as well. So that's how you get unsealing charms and keys. The other way to get them is through an NPC merchant, which costs 10 silver each. So in the beginning of the game, you're not going to have 10 silver each. And then the last way to get keys and unsealing charms is through the auction house. Press F5, and that will bring up the auction house. And in here, you can see you can buy keys. So currently on the auction house, keys are 2 silver, 70 copper each. So again, they are not that cheap. Unsealing charms are even more expensive. You can see there's quite a few on here. So this can be a huge money sink if you aren't careful. Again, do not open things that do not need to be open. You do not need to unseal your weapons unless you are using them as evolution materials. You do not need to open boxes unless those boxes have the chance to have evolution materials in them. So again, only open boxes that have evolution materials in them, and only unseal items that are needed for evolution. You do not need to unseal like this right here. So unless it says breakthrough material, that's the only time that you're actually going to need to unseal it. If it says breakthrough material and you're going to need it for your evolution on your necklace in this case. So again, this right here is a breakthrough material. These right over here, evolution material, you'll see it says there right below the name if they are evolution materials, so you'll keep those, hold on to them. Make sure that you utilize that. These down here, so this is a treasure chest. It requires a key. You do not need these items in here. You do not need the ring, and you do not need the soul shield. You'll also pick up a lot of soul shields that are sealed. You do not need to open those soul shields. Those soul shields suck. You do not want to unseal them. It's a waste of unsealing charms. And you can see here's a soul shield. Again, you do not want to open this. This is a waste of gold. It wastes 2 unsealing charms to open it. It's not very effective. It's not very good. You do not need these. Do not waste unsealing charms. Do not waste keys. That is the biggest thing. And you may be wondering why. Why do they have all this random crap in here that, makes you waste keys and waste you unsealing charms? Think of it this way. We are in a game that is 3 years old in Korea. Normally when you play a game, you start out at version 1. We are starting out at version 3.0 or whatever. So we're starting out at 3 years in. The level cap may be lowered. Level cap is at 45. The Korean cap is at 50. But we're at the current version that the Korean servers are on with, weapon-wise, skill-wise, and things like that. So all these old items and weapons that you pick up, they used to be really good in version 1 or version 2. But version 3, which we're in currently right now, for example, gives you the Hung Moon weapon and the Hung Moon accessories. These things were essentially catch-up weapons for new players coming into the game. But since we are on version 3, this is the weapon and accessories that we're using because these are just by far stronger than all the drops, by far stronger than anything crafted out in the game. So this just, this is a new version type thing. Think of it again as starting as version 1 typically, going through all the changes and stuff that happens, and then as the game progresses and the game goes through years upon years, players, they have to have catch-up things to make it so new players can jump in the game faster and catch up to where the old players are. They don't want to make you sit between a 3-year grind to catch up with someone that's been playing since the beginning. So they give out stronger weapons. Power creep is a very common term. And so they give out stronger weapons, stronger accessories, and things like that. And so to make all the old stuff not completely obsolete, they make it so you have to actually feed your weapon. So you feed your weapon all these old weapons and armors that actually used to be good, but now they're no longer good. So that's a brief history on the unsealing charms and the keys and why there's all this random crap in the game.